What's going on, guys? Jim the Game Guru. Okay, so this is the very first giveaway on my board game channel. Ever since I split out my content, pushed my board games now into a separate channel, this is the first board game giveaway that I have. So I wanted to show you guys really quickly the components of the game and kind of give you an overview. This is Love Battle High School. So right here is your copy that I will be sending out. I can't do a full how-to play. I know a lot of my videos I do how-to plays because I haven't had time to really go through the game to show you how it's played. Yes, I know it's not a popular title, but I am the kind of board gamer that likes to play all sorts of games, popular ones, and even ones that are not so popular. I've given away Wingspan, I've given away Parks, I've had demos of how-to on Parks and Wingspan and some of these other games. But then there's other games like this that I do the same thing. So it's definitely unique, but it's something that mixes it up a little bit. All right, let's dig into the components for Love Battle High School, and I'll give you a quick overview of the game. You can see the actual board is really big, and it's basically like a high school. It's got like an over top view of rooms in a high school. You have your gymnasium and a few other rooms like art, science, janitor's closet, history, cafeteria, nurse's office, etc. And each one of these rooms actually has a special ability that is in the box that you see in each room. And a lot of them use this die. You get the one die that comes with the game. A lot of them use this one die to then when you roll it, whatever the value is, will have a certain effect. You have a bunch of these little stands that come with the game of the hero. They call him the hero. And then you have all of the girls in the game. So this game is about having the hero fall in love with one of the girls in the game. So these are your stands for each one of the girls. The artwork in this game is actually really solid. It's actually pretty fantastic. I like it a lot. If you're into anime, you will probably like this artwork a lot. The thing I like about the cards is that they are solid. Like, they don't bend easy at all. And a lot of games these days, the cards are where they cut costs and they kind of make the cards a little thinner. But this game, the thing I like about it is that the cards, all of the cards, even the ones up there, they're all really solid. They don't bend easy at all, and I love that. And the artwork, as you can see, like I said earlier, is absolutely fantastic. I'm going to go through each one of these little components here and tell you what each one of them kind of do. But first, I'm going to show you the manual. I really love the manual. It looks like one of those composition books. Here you go, Handbook, Love Battle High School. And it kind of tells you, I mean, it's really, for the most part, it's easy to read. There are some points in this manual where I get a little confused. I'm like, okay, but what about this? What about that? How do you decide what does this do? And like, for instance, like there's voting tokens, right? There are voting tokens that you have to vote for who you think the hero will fall in love with. But this voting token, I don't understand how you track it to which player actually voted for that particular girl to fall in love with the hero. So things like that can be kind of confusing. But the overall setup is really easy, and it kind of tells you, hey, welcome from the principal. It tells you about each of the characters in the game. And then it goes into your syllabus. So here you go, syllabus, what you should bring to school and what to expect. So these are all the items in the game, like all the components in the game. You have true match tokens, you have key tokens, 1 clock that keeps track of the periods in the game, and 5 love tokens. Then it tells you how to put everything in its place on the board. Just, your initial setup where things go. You end up dealing cards to each person in this game, which are the girl cards, and I'll show you those in a bit. So you have class schedule, staff, and fellow students. Well, a lot of animes, the protagonist doesn't really fall in love with somebody. They're always in these love situations, but a lot of animes will never really have them fall in love. And some of them do. Some animes will have that. There's always some other character in an anime show that meddles or tries to block somebody else in something. So that's what the meddling phase is in this game, which is kind of cool. It's kind of like in the anime show, somebody shows up and does something and breaks things up or whatever. And the cards that are part of the meddling phase will end up doing that. Then it goes into class periods right here, and this is basically the turns, the phases for the turns. There's a girl phase and there's a hero phase, and every single player will have a girl's phase and a hero phase, and which they can then move the hero and move a girl to individual rooms. You have also plot cards that you can actually claim that will give you additional victory points if you end up, and this page kind of goes right into the plot cards, if you end up satisfying certain criteria. And then it goes into the health and wellness, and then extracurricular activities. I haven't read this part yet, so I don't know what extracurricular activities are. Maybe it's additional rules or whatever. And then you have a guidance counseling, which I really love, so to fit with the school theme. So yeah, it's good artwork, very well done as far as the manual. I love how they put it all together into like a school theme, and it makes it look really, really cute. So each girl was actually end up starting in a particular room, and then what happens is every player gets dealt girl cards. I think it's one girl card per girl is dealt to every player. And then later on, there's going to be actions that will allow you to draw additional cards from the girl decks. Two phases. You have two phases like I talked about earlier. You have a girl phase and a hero phase where each player on their turn they can actually move the girls and the hero wherever they can during their turn. Over here, you have a class schedule. In the class schedule, it basically uses this clock. These are the rounds. So this is on the first round right now, but then later on, what happens is you go second, third, fourth, fifth. Well, actually, there's lunch. Then I don't know if lunch period has a special rules around it or not. But then you have fifth period, sixth period, and then date. So date is when the game is over. This is a victory point type of game. You have to keep track of things like key, which are in this bag. You get key. This is kind of like victory points that you gain throughout the game. You can actually spend these victory points too in certain actions on cards or whatever to give you additional abilities. Up in here, you have a love tracker for each girl. And then you have this little token right here with a heart on it. This token, you basically slide this token up on the tracker whenever you play certain cards. Like this card right here. See, this would give you +3 love, right? +3 love and draw 4 cards. So you have abilities when you play cards to do things like that, to manipulate the love tracker or to draw cards or whatever. Here, right underneath the love tracks, we have the plot cards, and then you will end up grabbing one of these plot cards whenever you have the right criteria. So like this right here, this one says, use the love bonus from a meddling card at least 3 times in one turn. So if you do that during your turn, you can claim this plot card. So anytime you satisfy any of the criteria of the plot cards, you get those, and they will give you additional key for victory points, okay? So let me go ahead and grab a deck here for one of the girls, just show you some of the artwork. And so we have jealousy here. We have a couple jealousy cards, and they have certain effects, right? -2 to the girl whose card was responded to. You have a -1 love and -2 love there. So these are all the jealousy ones. Punishment, move Yuki and the hero up 3 spaces together, then 1 love. More punishment. And I like the little sayings on the top, like, you pervert, or you're coming with me. I don't think so. So yeah, really, really cute with the sayings and with the artwork and with the kind of the font on the cards. I really like that. Again, the cards are really, really solid. They don't bend easy, and I like that. Flirting, +2 love. You and me can change the world. True love could be right in front of you. More flirting. Flirting, flirting. And obviously you're going to shuffle these. These are all in a row because I haven't shuffled the cards yet. But you'll shuffle the cards before you put down the deck. Seduction. I've seen you naked before. All right. +2 love. May not be played if another girl is in the same room. Okay. More punishment. Seduction. Seduction. And a lot of the cards for the other girls are the same way. I don't think any of them have any different ones. Let me see. Let's flip through another one here. So we have Katsumi here. This one is what you got: seduction cards, seduction, seduction, seduction. What else do we have? A lot of seduction with her. Jeez. Flirting, 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 flirting. Jealousy again. And punishment. So it looks like some of the girls have more like punishment and some of them have more seduction. And I'm sure that some of them will have more or less in other areas. But for the most part, they're the same type of cards. Over here, we have the meddling. These are the meddling cards that appear at the beginning of every single period. I believe not the first period, though. I don't think it starts on the first period. I think it starts on the second going forward. But these can have weird effects during the game. So like here, artist, +2 to any test, roles in the art class this period. So some of these can be positive and some of these are probably going to be negative. We have counselor, best buddy, reverse the printed love effect of any cards played this period. It's almost like these meddling cards are almost like a round effect in a way. Like, what is the current round effect that's happening in this round? Famous alumna, girls coach, move all the girls to the gym's locker room, move the hero to the office, leave my girls alone. So that's a big negative. Drop and give me 20. The gym teacher, move hero to the gym. Okay, historian, we got janitor, jock, Lothario, lunch lady, nurse. Move the hero to the nurse's office. Eliminate current condition, if any. Wow. Okay, principal, rich girl, scientist, student council president, Ian Dare, and younger sister. So these are all kind of like the round effects that can happen. There are also conditions that I believe apply to the hero. Not a lot. These condition cards are very little. I mean, unless I have something here. Nope, not at all. So, just like in the anime, when somebody gets bopped in the head or something like that, whenever you see that in an anime, conditions can happen here too. Or like nosebleed. You know how in a lot of animes, when somebody sees a really attractive person, they will get a nosebleed from it. So here you go. Spontaneous nosebleed, +1 love to all punishment cards. We got disembodied spirit, +1 love to all enchantment cards, +1 love to all jealousy cards with giant head lump. Dumbfounded stare, +1 love to all flirting cards, and then awkward boner. Awkward boner, +1 love to all seduction cards. The print on the actual board is really, really good. I mean, it is like solid. Like, it is crisp and clear. I love it. You do have these vote tokens here. So let me go ahead and put these vote tokens in my hand so I can show you guys. So you have these vote tokens and they represent each girl basically. And each one has a number, like 1 through 4, I believe. So every player will end up making a vote in the very beginning of the game to see who they think the hero will fall in love with. But you have to make your best guess based on the cards that are in your hand. Because what you do is you get dealt one card from each girl, and then you look at your cards and you're like, okay, well, based on the cards that I have, I think maybe this person or this person's going to be the one that falls in love with them. Because if you have a lot of negatives for some of the other girls, but a big positive for one of them, you may end up voting for the one you have the big positive for. So these are the vote tokens that you will stick in a little bag that comes with the game. This one right here. So you put that in the bag. Then this will be revealed at the very end. All other tokens that are not used during the voting process, they go back into the box. Gone. But you do not reveal them. You do not reveal them. That is a very important thing that is listed in the manual. And that's pretty much the overview of the game. You just need this hero right here to fall in love with one of these girls, and you can move them around during your turns. You can play effects. You can claim plot cards. You can end up getting abilities that you can draw more cards later on during your turns. Every person has a girl and the hero phase that they can move, and then you have the meddling, which is your round effect, and then you can obviously get the active condition that is on your hero that affects certain cards that are being played. In every room, you can use a die. Well, most rooms, you can use a die to have some kind of special ability that you can play during your turn as well. Some of them don't have the die. Like this one's like boys' locker room. There's no die rolling in this one. This one, the gym, the pool, the arts. It looks like janitor closet. Those ones have rolling abilities that you can roll the die to see what happens. But yeah, this is Love Battle High School. This is this month's giveaway. Very unique game, different, completely different from a lot of other games that are out there. So it's definitely one that would be unique in your collection if you end up winning this game. The link for the giveaway is in the description of the video. Just click on that link. Please subscribe to the channel. And the giveaway will only be open until Tuesday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, guys, I'm out of here. I will see you in the next video. Bye.